All right, what you got, big fella?
Well,
What you wondering about?
speaking of hot wings,
What you wondering about?
we're gonna go to a story of a little dinner, a little casual dinner the warden and I had the other evening. So I had to go down to Evansville because I was over the weight limit at the medical facilities here in our local DuBois County area here. So I had to cart my morbidly obese fat ass down to Evansville to have a MRI done, a simple MRI
Good news, no diabetes at this table.
on my ankle there,
Over there on the
which
couch, yes.
I literally could have stood for this thing because it's literally my foot and not my ass that needed to go in this tube. So after the MRI was
You really
complete,
think you could have stood?
no, because it's 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It takes
a lot.
40 minutes?
Have you ever had an MRI?
No.
Oh, dude, you'd have hated it. It's terrible. I've had like 6. They suck. You got to put these big earphones on, and they play your whatever music you want.
What'd you listen to?
Classic rock is what I chose.
Oh, so they don't let you go to like, hey, pick your Pandora station.
No, yeah, it's YouTube music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's YouTube music.
I asked them to play Wheeler Walker as loud as they could over the speaker.
Drop 'em out. Let me see them titties. But no, I picked classic rock. So the whole time you got these big non-metal earphones.
Don't you have
on.
metal in your knee, though?
Just a small bone anchor, so it didn't matter. But you have to divulge that information. Yeah, they ask you. Like I had to take my glasses off before I walked in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But the whole time it's sitting there, like it's loud as shit. And then they jam
You
music.
can't move, right?
No way. Absolutely not. So they put my foot like in a vice.
I would move just from my nerves. Like,
I did. And she said, like,
You need to stop moving, please. You need to keep your foot still, Mr. Zach, okay?
so I did, this is coming through the earphone.
We're going to have to redo that. You're moving too much.
so how long would it take it if you didn't move?
Well, 40, but around, so it's set up in incremental studies, they call them. Some of them are like, it's got a timer too, so it's even better. You get to sit there and literally watch the clock the entire time. But it's like 3 minutes, 40 seconds, 4 minutes, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
One of them was 5 minutes and 7 seconds.
Very
but they're
bizarre.
But they're in incremental. And then they do it, like for me, with this was an MRI with contrast.
So they had to pump you full of ink.
So they put an IV in halfway through and push that contrast, and then you go back in for. I mean, you don't leave the room. Like she just comes out, puts an IV in, pushes the drugs, and she goes back into the office, and then you continue on with your test.
I just don't know how healthy it is for them to be in that room all the time.
Well, I mean,
it's-
magnetic fields are a natural part. I mean,
It's just magnets. It's not radiation. X-rays are different than MRIs.
Well, I know that.
Right.
I understand that.
Yeah.
well, but I mean, it's all radiation of some sort. It's just different wavelengths and frequencies. That
Now the
affect
ladies
the
that
human
do
body different.
the ladies that do the X-rays, they wear those.
lead vest.
They
Lead
actually,
vests.
when I got my foot x-rayed, they didn't have them on.
Well, maybe
She said there
because
was
they tuck behind that corner there, though. Don't they?
No,
Or go out of the room.
They were out there with me. She said that there was actually been studies done that throwing on the lead vest is actually worse for the. It was a weird
Well-
because I asked her about that. I was like, "Do I need a lead vest on?" She's like, "No, you're good." And I was like, "What about you guys?" And I could swear they didn't have them on. She goes with how much they've
Just,
improved
think
in the
about
rate.
how those X-rays are really doing you good when you got that thing in your mouth and you're doing X-rays at your jaw,
Yeah,
and that's right there in your face. But literally, none of this that we're talking about has anything to do with my topic.
well, if
my
you get to
topic
it, Rain
says
Man.
restaurant pet peeve.
Really took the long way around on that.
Yeah.
And I found it the other
Coulda
day.
led
It's
with
one that I've dealt with, and it seems to happen to me all the time. And it happened to me again. And for some reason this time I just jotted it down. Justine's like, "What the hell are you doing on your phone?" And I'm like, "I'm writing a note." She's like, "About what?" And I said, "About this pepper shaker."
That's not what I expected. This
And
to go.
she's like, "What's wrong with the pepper shaker?" And I said, "Look," and I turned it up. Nothing. Gave it a shake. Nothing. Try to shake the shit out of it. Maybe one
Shake the sugar tree.
maybe one or two granulars came out. Granules.
Now, see, I'm a big.
You want to know why?
Because it was empty.
No,
It's clogged up.
it was not clogged
All
up.
stoved up.
No, sir.
Too large a pepper flake.
Too full.
Just jammed.
Yes, too full. There's no room for it to move.
Mm.
That pisses me off. Now listen. Let me preface this by saying I appreciate. What is he? What's
Don't worry
is
about
he
it.
having a stroke?
No.
God. What I said is shut up. What I'm saying is
Diabetes is acting
we need to
up
get him
again.
a mic and just let him sit over there and
There's a mic right there.
chime in every now and then. But
There's 2 mics right there.
but what happens is I appreciate them filling the shakers, whether it's the
Shake.
salt or the pepper.
Shake your
95% of the time, I don't ever mess with the salt. I don't.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
a pepper guy.
I'm a pepper guy. I don't add salt to my food. Very, 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 very rarely.
I'll S&P a steak while it's sitting on the counter acclimating.
PNS, yeah,
Yeah, but I don't put it
yeah,
on post
no,
heat.
right. So, but the thing is like it just pisses me off when you try to go after it and it doesn't come out, and then like I'm thinking, well, god dang, there's some in there. You know what I mean? Like, what's the deal?
Why didn't you just take the lid off?
I did. I spun the lid off, and then guess what happens?
Too much.
Yes, the
Pepper
whole.
everywhere.
I don't even tip it. Like just the act of it's so full that it has somehow this person has figured out a way to fill this salt shaker more full than the actual lid that it's supposed to
do
shake
you
out
think
of.
it was an employee or just some shithead kid?
It's some shit.
No,
kid.
it was not a some shit. What's this, some shithead kid just packing around a bag of pepper to fill up these shakers?
Just
to
grabs
piss
them off
guys
the
like-
2 or 3 tables and put them together, just like you unscrew the salt lid and just leave it just barely on there.
Yeah.
Somebody goes to shake it. And
We always did the penny trick.
where you lock somebody in their room, they can't get out.
No, you spin the penny and then you take your salt
Oh.
shaker and jam it down on top of there. So then whenever they lift it up, it all comes volcanoing out. But no, I know it's where it's kind of I don't know, just restaurant pet peeves. And it's nothing against the wait staff. It's nothing against the chef, the food prep, the line, the hostess, any of the bar staff. It doesn't have anything to do with those people. It's just me being a crotchety old bastard.
Were you at the Golden Corral for this?
No, we were at
Chris Ward
Barrel?
won't go to the Golden Corral.
no.
Oh, that's right.
Roadhouse.
We were at actually a decent restaurant close to the
Red Lobster.
close to Sam's there. No, it was at Drake's. I didn't really want to. I didn't really want to dime drop there, but I guess I can. But
Why?
Yeah, I
I've
don't
never
know.
even heard of Drake's.
what?
Never
It's
heard.
over there on Burkhardt, isn't it?
Yeah, it's over there by Sam's.
It's kind of like a
Academy. It's literally anything you want it to be.
American bistro kind of place.
Their menu used to be like a book, and they have really trimmed her down. Like
COVID.
they've got sushi, they've got steak, they've got wings, they've got some burgers. I ended up getting a burger, and it was pretty good. Crinkle fries, classic crinkle fries, which I peppered, but I had to take the lid off to get the.
You know,
effing pepper.
I think my favorite kind of fries are waffle fries
Oh,
if I'm
yeah.
somewhere, and I eat them with ranch, but I won't eat ranch with any other fries.
Really,
Waffle fries, serve me
There's
up some
enough
ranch.
potato there in the waffle fry.
Maybe that's what it is.
I do like a good waffle fry. Who had waffle fries?
American
Chick-fil-A.
Legion up in Brazil had a good waffle fry.
Yeah, our American Legion was down on Valentine's Day.
Was they?
Some
And the
kitchen
fryer's
issues.
still down today,
Uh-oh.
or it was at lunchtime hour.
That ain't good.
Did you go to Legion for lunch?
No, on the Facebook they
On the
posted.
old Facebook.
Yeah.
So, Dave, what's a restaurant pet peeve for you, pal?
I really don't like having to ask for napkins. I feel like I use a lot
Oh,
of napkins,
yeah.
especially with kids, and I probably overuse because I don't like having to search for a
Yeah.
Clean
Clean
spot.
spot, clean corner.
So that's probably it. Like if I've got to stop somebody for napkins, I'm like, okay, now I'm already, yep, fat guy here, can't eat, without getting it all over.
How about you use
some
your shirt there,
napkins?
Bubba?
Yeah. So that's probably it. Not just not having a bountiful amount of.
Justine bitched. No, she didn't. She didn't bitch.
She raised a concern.
No, she was just saying like when they automatically assume that you want lemon in your water.
I feel like most people ask. I don't know that I've ever just been.
I ask every time.
Water with lemon.
I'll take water with lemon, and then
No, I will drink water with. No, if they ask, I tell them I don't want lemon. But if they bring it with lemon, I squeeze it in there.
Well, that's friendly of you.
But anyway, I don't know. Yeah, what you got one? You got anything you bitch about?
It's an inconvenience.
Which would be a pet peeve, right?
Yeah.
More
At
so
the park.
There's a local establishment.
having to park your own car.
There's a local establishment.
Esquire.
Oh, God.
Shall remain nameless, but it's in French Lick and it's a wings place. They don't put knives in with their silverware packet. It's just a fork. And I always.
Why waste their time with a packet then?
Well, that's an excellent question. It seems there's an issue with them throwing out forks and knives at an alarming rate. So instead of giving everybody a knife, they just give everybody a fork, and then that way they don't have to buy both utensils. They just have to buy one.
Are these plastic forks?
No, they're metal. So you have to ask for a knife every time.
What do you need?
So
a knife?
my
A
go-to at
wing
lunch is I'll get boneless.
Oh, and you cut them up.
And I cut them up, get a little bit more. It calms my.
It turns your 10 into 20 pretty
Yes.
quick, you know.
Yes.
I just normally do the old side of the fork,
Yeah,
Okay.
like
You'll-
us common folk. Casey's got to wade through 6 different forks before he gets out there to that knife. See,
Yeah.
that's what he's talking
Well,
about.
I got my other fork. So that's a little pet
That's
peeve.
my salad fork.
That's
Quit
a-
touching it.
That's a little pet peeve of mine. But I also, too, when I would drink unsweet iced tea out, because I'd put a packet of the pink stuff in,
Right.
and I'd say, "Hey, you got any sweet and low?"
big
and they'd
fan
be
of the
like,
pink stuff.
"Oh, you mean the one in the yellow?"
Ditto.
Attaboy, Dave. Attaboy.
Yeah.
And they'd bring you the wrong kind. I'm like, "No, I need the stuff in the pink packet."
Oh,
They're like,
no.
Yeah.
What if it was Splenda?
No, wouldn't use it.
Really?
It's a different taste to me.
Look at this guy, diabetic back here chiming in. Yeah, so I'm thinking everybody has their own pet peeves when it comes to restaurants.
I
And
think
it's
that's why they're pet peeves.
Yeah.
Not like faux pas.
faux pas.
Well, wouldn't
mean,
a
it's-
faux pas be a pet peeve too?
I know what a faux pas is.
I believe a faux pas is bothersome to the general population. That's what makes it a faux pas, because it's known you shouldn't do that. A pet peeve is particular more to your personal preference.
Gotcha.
Is how I would.
I have never heard of a faux pas.
Well,
She made a fashion faux pas.
it's like a no.
Yeah.
Oh,
like farting in church.
FOPAUX.
Yeah.
Wild.
It is. It is.
A faux pas mistake. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about.
Neat.
Are you done?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Moving on here.